When we started this in June, we had no idea how far we were going to go. We had no idea. But we put our message out, and we made our message nice and loud, very clear and very concise. We were about public safety. We were about education. Our education system is falling apart. It's collapsing. I started talking to teachers, educators, administrators, to find out what exactly was going on behind the scenes. And let me tell you, it's scary. It is very frightening what they're teaching our children. We're going to change that. We're going to fix that. We're going to go back to fair and legitimate grading system. We're going to put back in place the test for specialized high schools. We're going to give kids goals so they reach for their goals. They have something to shoot for. This factory conveyor belt of just punching out numbers, pushing out numbers, all one size fits all, it doesn't work. And we're going to end that. We're going to invest in our gifted and talented programs that this mayor is doing away with. We're going to bring them back, and we're going to expand them so children have more opportunities. Special needs, as I talked about before with my daughter, is so important. So important. We're going to expand our special needs programs to make sure every special needs child gets every resource they need, so no family has to leave New York City ever again because of that. Our economy, we've taken a huge hit from COVID, from the pandemic, and from poor leadership. We're going to reopen and reopen safely 100%. 100%. We are going to become business friendly. New York City has not been business friendly for decades. I met with people in the alcohol industry. They told me that some of the tax laws regarding that industry go back to prohibition. The tax laws go back to prohibition, Elliot Ness Al Capone days. And I asked them, why hasn't any politician, official step forward and try to work with you? And they all said they're too afraid. They don't want to rock the boat. Meanwhile, we're losing millions of dollars to New Jersey and Pennsylvania. We're going to fix that. New York City will be open for business. We're going to do away with the bureaucracy that ties up permits, that makes it impossible to get work done here. The building industry, we're going to open it up. The regulations this mayor has put in place has strangled that industry. We're going to open it up. New York City is going to be open for business, and our economy is going to thrive once again. COVID, the pandemic, mismanaged from day one by the governor and by the mayor. We're going to do this safely. We're going to put people back to work. The homelessness crisis, we're going to fix that. We're not just going to address it, we're going to end it. We're going to end it because it's not about putting people in shelters and walking away. It's not about putting people in hotels and walking away. It's about helping them. It's about being proactive, finding the causes that lead to homelessness, whether it be drug addiction, whether it be loss of their income, especially during the pandemic, addiction, veterans, people who can't afford their homes and their apartments. We're going to help them before they get displaced. We're going to be proactive. New York City has been reactive for far too long. We're going to be proactive. We're going to put counseling resources in place, expand them, and we're going to help assimilate them back into society. Not temporary shelters, permanent housing. And we're going to fix this because you can't walk the streets of New York City right now without feeling like you're going to be accosted by someone. And it's not fair. It's not fair to all of us. And these aren't just homeless men. These aren't all drug addicts. These are homeless families, children. We're living in shelters right now. We have to get them permanent housing everywhere. But the number one issue, as we all know, is public safety. And what has happened to the New York City Police Department under this leadership and under this administration. There is only one candidate that can walk into City Hall on day one and lift the morale of the NYPD, and that is me. I can do that. And I will do that. Because there is only one candidate that they can trust. Because I've worn that uniform. I've lost brother and sister officers in that uniform. I sweat in that uniform, I bled in that uniform, and I know what they're going through right now, and I can fix that starting on day one, and I will. Once we raise their morale and let them know they have a supporter in City Hall who actually cares about them and trusts them, and we have a mutual trust, then we go back to being a proactive police department, which we have not been under this leadership. The days of reactive policing and just taking up reports, showing up, 10 minutes after the incident, taking a report. That's over. We're gonna go back to quality of life enforcement. The broken windows theory policing, it works. It worked in the mid-90s under Mayor Giuliani. It will work again. This mayor ignored low-level offenses, and look what happened. It acted as a gateway to more violent crimes. Violent crimes are up, shootings are up, people are getting pushed in front of subways. It is unacceptable and it has to end, and it will end. We will go back to the broken windows theory of the policing, proactive policing. We will bring back anti-crime, street crime, borough level, precinct level, get the cops back out there working, and you know what? They're gonna love it because they took the job for a reason, and that's to protect all of us. And all they're looking for is a leader, and they will have that leader in City Hall from day one. One thing we can't forget, and we'll never forget, is 9/11. A lot of us said we would never forget, but our leaders forgot. Our elected officials forgot. But it's not just a slogan. Our enemies are watching. They're always watching New York City. New York City is still the #1 terrorist target in the world. And we've taken our eyes off the ball. This administration has taken their eyes off the ball. We have to make sure we're ready. We have to make sure we're ready for another 9/11 to make sure it does not happen again. We'll put more resources into our counterterrorism. We will put our eyes back on what is going on here, what's going on internationally, and there's a lot going on internationally, as we know. The world is on fire, and when the world is on fire, New York City has become more of a target. We have to pay attention. We have to start paying attention again and make sure 9/11 never, ever happens again. So that's what my platform is about. That's what my vision's about. That's what my mayorship is going to be all about. It's going to be about New York City. It's going to be about protecting everyone. It's going to be about getting the city up, thriving, and just get its heart beating again. Our heart has been beating in quite a while. Because of the lack of leadership from City Hall and from Albany. The gentleman up in Albany, you remember him? Right. The guy who shut down our businesses, shut down our economy. The guy who wrote a book while thousands of people were dying. Thousands of people that he put into nursing homes and allowed to die. The guy that stood with the protesters as New York City was burning and vilified our police officers. You're going to have a mayor that's going to fight this governor and stand up for the citizens of New York City, not lie down like Mayor de Blasio has done. We're going to fight Albany and do what's best for the citizens of New York City. I guarantee you that from day one. From day one. So I just want to finish with, this is my city. This is your city. This is our city. It's about strength. It's about solidarity. It's about stability. We have to bring that back. And we can bring it back. Because we have great people in this room. And I want to thank a few of you that are here tonight. I want to thank all of you, but especially the Conservative Party, 5 counties of the Conservative Party. You know, politics is a dirty game. And it doesn't always go according to plan. Parties don't always endorse the best candidate. But I can tell you this, from day one, the Conservative Party has treated me with respect, a mutual respect, without question. We have the same values, we have the same ethics, we believe in the same things. Their endorsement, their support means the world to me. And I want to thank the Conservative Party of the 5 counties for everything they've done for me. I appreciate it. Jerry Cassar, Mike Long, Sebastian, Fran Dalla, Pat McManus, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, Chung, my good friend Chung, everybody from the Conservative Party. If I'm forgetting anybody, please let me know. It's Nancy, okay, of course Nancy. Karen, thank you Karen, everybody. The 5 counties of the Conservative Party have been amazing, and thank you for everything. I truly, truly appreciate it, and I won't let you down, I promise. I won't let you down. I want to thank, again, my parents, Kathy, our line of duty families, Anna, Chief Fox, our new team that we've put together along with Nancy, Sophia, Damon, Connor, incredible people. We're doing incredible things. We're moving forward. We are going to take back the city and give it back to the law-abiding citizens, whose city it truly is. We need your help. You've already been so gracious Fundraising is so important. I know, I say this in all my Facebook lives and everywhere I go. Please, your help from day one has been so important. I thank you for that. We have to continue to move forward. It's the only way to be competitive. We all know that. It's a crazy system, but we're gonna get there. I promise you we're gonna get there. Signs are coming in, t-shirts are coming in, videos are going out. You're gonna see Bill Pepitone everywhere. You've already seen it. We've already seen a big uptick in media attention. I've been on Newsmax 4 times. Chris, where's Chris? Chris is here somewhere. Chris is in the back. Chris, another part of our team. Thank you for everything you do, Chris. Appreciate it. We've seen a big uptick in our media coverage. You're going to get sick of seeing my face because I'm going to be everywhere in the next few months. And we are going to win in November. I'm on the ballot in November, as you know. We are going to win. I don't care what happens in these primaries in June. The best candidate to save New York City is standing right in front of you right now. So in closing, I thank you all. I appreciate it. I'm absolutely humbled that you're here tonight. It means the world to me. The city means the world to me. We're moving forward. We're taking back New York City. It's our city. The criminals and the anarchists, we're going to send a message loud and clear to them from day one. This is our city. God bless. Thank you.